Another channel. We'll be analyzing gold. Yes, we'll be analyzing gold. So you guys know the drill. We're starting from our daily time frame. So from our daily time frame, you can see that gold is bearish. Therefore, you just have to take this without doing much. So from here, we got our BOS. Let me zoom in so that to be very clear. So we got our BOS, which you all know as break of structure. Remember, guys, keep it simple and keep it neat so you understand what you're actually doing without making any mistake. So this was I'll break this down. So this was where the market retested from this area, which will be our order block. So the market retested from there, and therefore we got a push down, which was not able to break through. Break through. It was not able to break through. So I will just take here as a support level, which the market has not taken yet. Or will I say support level where the market is just touching in and touching in and touching, bouncing out. So then moving to our 4 hour time frame. So from 4 hour time frame, notice let's refine this. Refine this to be like this. Alright. So from 4 hours time frame, we notice that market was bearish from this point down to this point. Sorry, market was bearish from this point down to this point, and then we got another push. It was our last drop to the downside before we got that push. So this was our last BOS before we were meant to like markets usually, or would I say as a bearish movement, was meant to take the nearest order block, which was this one, and then start moving down. But due to the respect of this support level, the market respected this support level and then push up. So pushing up took out our recent high. It was the recent high before this break. Yeah. Okay. It was the recent high before this break here. So this was taken out, which means it's a change of character. Market is about to change bias, right? Whenever there's a change in the market, change in movement in the market, it's usually known as the market trying to change bias, trying to change the direction of the market from bearish now to bullish. Okay, so looking at this trade, I actually took a sell from this side, which I've closed already. at this point. Just I closed at this point. I will show you how I took that sell. But for now, we'll be taking we'll be waiting for where the price is gonna retest from and continue our buy. So we found out that this was the other block, such like other block that the market has to retest from. The retest, yeah, retest from before a another push up. So from this um point, we have to refine down to 2 hours. That is the countdown. So we do daily, which is 1 day, the 4 hours, the 2 hours, then the 1 hour, 30 minutes, and then 15 minutes. 15 minutes is where we execute the market. Sometimes we go down to 5 minutes, but I hardly use the 5 minutes. Okay, I hardly use the 5 minutes. But um, if I want to get a good setup, okay, if I want to get a good setup and 15 minutes has tapped in to my point of interest, and 15 minutes was not able to give me my setup, which was the break of structure, a change of character, a retest, and then continuation of the change of bias. If 15 minutes was not able to give me, I will go down to 5 minutes and then find my entry there. All right. So that is the drill, guys. But I hardly use 5 minutes because I'm very, very careful. I prefer using the 15 minutes. So now we are on 2 hour time frame. We are at the countdown 2 hours. So from the 2 hours, sorry, 2 hours, found that this, let's take this. Wow, I love my chart to be neat. So from the 2 hours, this has been refined to this side. So right now, it is the retest we're waiting for the market to kind of buy from, where we'll be buying from. So concerning the sell I sold, the market got to this level. So I felt it was a very good one. I felt it was a very good one to sell from this level, but then I thought of waiting for a good point of selling. I could not just sell, not like I could not sell from here, but as a trader, I have to have reasons why I should sell from here. Okay. So then I got my, it was my recent break of structure to the upside. So my recent break of structure to the upside. Um, Thereafter, I got change of character. Yeah, this was the last shoot. Thereafter, I got a change of character. So now, looking at this has given me confidence that yes, the market has break this, and then it wants to move to the downside, which is change of bias. I've been saying change of the bias. So market want to, looking at this, I just felt wow. Okay, the market cannot just come down here and start buying. Rather, it will come down here, but I found out that while coming down, it was not able to get to our entry point for the buy. And then it eventually went up. So I felt that was good one. Like that was, yes, indeed, good retracement level. Good retracement level. where I can just easily continue the sell. It was just like a miracle for me that gold was able to come up to this side for me to take a sell down to this side, this area. Right now it's kind of pushing down very well, but I kind of closed around this area. This area. That was where I closed. So coming down to 1 hour, don't worry, you see where I took my entry. It's actually that's in. I'll be refining it as I'm going down. Coming down to the 1 hour time frame. So we see the other block is now this side. Now you see this was where our retest was at. Now remember guys, we are waiting for that buy at this side. Okay, we're waiting for the buy at this side. Now we got this level. I take this as my as liquidity. You can see take this as a liquidity. From the previous videos, you must have I touched the meaning of liquidity and the difference between liquidity and inducement. They are all liquidity, all right? They are all liquidity, but I kind of gave difference between a normal liquidity and then an inducement. Okay, so brief one. Had it been the markets went from this area, and went like this, then take out this area as another BUS. What I mean is that let me use this tool. What I mean is that had it been the market after market got to this place, and then okay, sorry, market got to this place, and then while going up, rather went up like this and took this guy out, then coming down again. That is when it will come down again. But then what I mean is that this side will be taken, this area will be seen as inducement. Okay, so it will be seen as inducement. Inducement is when the market is close to your entry point and then it goes back, most especially when there is an FVG, there's fair value gap there, and it goes up again, and then just know that that your point of interest is valid, like real valid. You just place your order and boom, market will continue by it. Likewise for bearish scenario too. Likewise for bearish scenario. So that is it. So right now we'll be referring to 30 minutes. Now you see how I entered. Yeah. So this is how I entered the market. Actually just just touch it. It was selling. I was so lucky. I would have missed it because I kind of placed a sell order which just tapped in and then started the tip it just tapped in and it was moving. So I was just so lucky. I would have just missed it. I think I missed one on BTC. I missed one on BTC. BTC, it was just close to my entry and then it just went like somewhere here and then started selling massively, started dropping massively. So could have missed that one too. But in order not to miss it, okay, let me give you one clue. In order not to miss it, this is what I call support and resistance level is very valid. It's just that your stop loss this time around will be a little higher than the stop loss that is supposed to be. So in order not to miss it is good to take it this way. I also saw it in BTC. All right, in BTC, it's also good to take it this way. Now see this, see this, okay, see this. Now see this. I call it support and resistance level. You see, the market did not just if I was to my order block, see, was to use my normal entry point, it was not going to enter. You can see the difference, okay? See the difference. It was not going to enter. It didn't enter this retest, but rather used the support resistant level instead. You can see. Let me show you something on BTC also. Yeah, was it BTC? No, it wasn't BTC. It was I think GG. I think GG. No, 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 no. I missed the whole thing. I missed the whole thing. I think it was BTC. I think it was BTC. Forgotten. Um, that's that about that. I've forgotten where I saw something like similar to that, but that's by the way. So what do we notice in our 30 minutes? We notice that is another order block here. Another pending order block here. This other block here. Yeah. So now this might not be valid anymore because right now we now have another order block. We now have another order block. This point. And one thing about gold, I notice about gold does not gold love when there's fair value gap is attracted and always magnet fair value gaps. It doesn't play with it. It doesn't play with it. Fair value gap is like it's food. It's food. So at this point, instead of waiting for gold to buy from this area, because from our 30 minutes, this area, the FVG here has been kind of reduced, which is making it not longer fishy for me. So I rather put this here. This is a good liquidity. And for those that knows how to draw a trend line, you notice that there's a touch here. Trend line is just like a chart. For a chart, for those that knows how to do graph so well, you will notice that in a graph, like it must be a maximum of 3 points. 3 points must touch the line graph to get a valid answer. All right. If it's just two, depending on the value, right? If the value is if it's five value, you should at least have 3 points touching the line. If it's on four, you should have at least three also. Then if it's three values, you should have at least two. All right. If it's six, you should have at least three. All right. So I think the best value value point that should touch is 3. So we got first touch, second touch, and then third touch, which is definitely going to happen. So from this third touch, all right, from this third touch, um, I can see that there's an order block here from this third touch. There's an order block here. There's an order block here, and looking at this order block, there's what I call liquidity also. You can see it matches. There's a 3, 1, 2, and then 3 point before the break. You get me now? So there's 1, 2, 3 before the break here. But then I will just make it as this, the normal one we know. This is my liquidity here. This is my liquidity. And then let me zoom in. So if I was going to take a buy from this area, I was going to take a buy, then it should be my stop loss should be around this area, like below this area, below this here, below this area. Yeah, this is looking fishy also. This buy is looking fishy, but you know, we have to stick to the trend. We have to stick to the trend. That is forex for you. This is how it's been done. Stick to the trend. According to the trend, we had a bearish from this area down to this area support level, and then we got bullish to this level. So from this level we got a bearish down to this area, right? Now got a movement down to this area, right? What prompts this movement? This guy here. This guy prompts the movement and we got this to this side. And now we retested from this side down to this side. Now let's move on to the 50 minutes. From the 50 minutes, yeah, it's still okay. Yeah, it's still valid. Yeah, it's valid. Right, yeah, it's valid. I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then yeah, also AVG is kind of still opened. So we are looking at the market buying from here or buying from here. All right. Now, according to this trend liquidity, we're supposed to get like a 3 touch, like a 1, 2, then 3. Probably after this third one, we get a push up. But then, if the market um, breaks this trend line, we definitely know that the market is coming down to this area. Now, I will not just tell you to buy from this area, okay? Or either just buy from this area. Better still, I will wait for a confirmation. That is how I trade. You must see something like this. The trend is coming down. It's coming down like this. least coming down like this. All right. After tapping in to this area, you should at least see change of character. Okay. Then a retest, then we can buy. So likewise this area also. Likewise this area. So this is where I we imply using 5 minutes because from 15 minutes, which is our execution time frame, we noticed that the market was not giving that good step down, like step down. What I mean by step down, this good step down, good step down, good step down, um, good step down. This area, yeah, it was not giving that step down to this area. So it will be very difficult for us to just get into this as a buy just like that in 15 minutes. Sometimes the market is very, very trickish, and it wants to trick you to buy from here. And then when you buy from here, you're thinking that I know there's liquidity here, there's FVG here, which of course it prompts a good buy. But then the market can just, you know, get to this level and then just sell off. So in order to be in a safer side, let's try the 5 minutes and see how the market is pushing. So from the 5 minutes, this was our 5 BOS. Yeah, and this was the the other block. And then we got another push to the downside. Of course, this is not yet valid because this is just like a weak, these are weak candles. So there's not a solid candle that's broken here, which we say is a good break of structure yet. Not yet. It has not been built. So we just have to wait, guys, and then probably we wait for 5 minutes to structure itself and give a good change of character, and then we buy from there. Or the market can just keep selling and selling and selling. So whichever, guys, but whichever, I would just prefer to wait for a good setup, either this area or this area. So was where I took my sell. Anyway, I've closed the market already. So, so this was my risk to reward ratio. I did a very good one. I got a very good one at this point. I got a 1:3 ratio. 1:3 ratio, yeah. That was a very good one. A very good one. Good. I was so lucky to get in this cell. I was so lucky. So I was just so close. So guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and you know the drill, guys. Expect more and drop your comments, whatever you want me to do, whatever question you have, just drop it at the comment section. I'll be there to answer. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.